going on, boys? No, guys, here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're actually going to go through a squad builder. We're talking about 800K squad builder, and we're going to bring back the fullbacks and centre back, of course, and we're going to be using team of the season players, but we're going to also mix it up with still some top tier players. And what I mean by that is players like Ronaldo, because players like Ronaldo for 200K, can you go wrong? In fact, even if you got 200K spare to not have Ronaldo in your team, is a bit of a joke. Of course, I bought him at 1.4 million. Of course, he's not that price now. About 200K, just under about 180K, which I think is a fantastic price. And I think everything just speaks for itself. All those games, all those goals, that's all in Division 1, by the way. Division 1? Yeah, Division 1 and Foot Champions. No squad battles over there. Then we're going to talk about the team itself. So there's a couple of team of season cards I want to put alongside him. Now, obviously, Bharati is the first card I want to go with. Because last year, okay, look, this is the thing with some of these cards. Some of these cards are usable, but not the top tier. So you're thinking about wingers, left mids, right mids. But this Bharati card is quite good. Now, I know you're going to say to me, hang on, he's got a 3-star weak foot. Yes, I'm not going to lie, he does. But if you play him as a left mid, or you play him as a right mid, or a left wing and a right wing, he's not going to be using his weak foot as much. Got really, really good agility and balance. The problem is that balance is not that good enough for the height, because he is 6 foot. But you put an engine on him, that resolves the entire thing. And with an engine, I think it's a fantastic card for just under 100k. I think it's like 70k. I think you really can't go wrong. And bring it together on the right hand side, on the right back, we've gone with Cuadrado. And of course, I know the team in the season Cuadrado is fantastic. There's different variations. I have gone with the Halloween one because he's going to be playing centre back. And in fact, I'll even show you because I actually have him in my team. The Halloween Cuadrado. Now, this card is probably one of the best cards I've used this game. If you can afford the team of the season card, I guarantee one of the best centre backs in the game. Probably one of the best CDMs in the game. But this card played CDM, centre back, right back, left wing for me. 5-star, 3-star. And the reason why we go with him instead of the man of the match is because he's got a bit better stand tackling. Naturally got really, really good stand tackling and slide tackling, which is perfect for someone that plays in that centre back role. And I think he's got everything you want. One of the best centre backs I've used this year prior to team of the season. Obviously, team of the season players are now better now, but nonetheless, don't skimp out on him. I think if you want to, you can afford a better one. Feel free to do so. Going towards the middle to bring this all together on the top end, we've gone with Barella. Now, I think Barella is a card that everyone should be doing. I know everyone doesn't have a Serie A team, but if you don't have a Serie A team, just get him and buy him as a sub. He's such a good card. I mean, as a centre mid, as a holding player, someone that can do, well, of course, a team in the season variation, someone that can do everything. I think he's honestly a fantastic card. I mean, I can't even see anything even wrong with him. The only thing you can maybe look at, don't forget, this team does get 100 chemistry as well. I'll show you how that really works in a second. But medium high, you know, he's got medium high, so he's a good defensive player. So even if you bring him on as a sub, I think he's a fantastic option. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. And as a centre mid, he's got everything you want. I would still slap a shadow on him just to get that sprint speed up. But because he's going to be getting full chemistry in his system, I think he's one of the best centre mids in the game. Got the defensive awareness, and don't forget he's got the medium-high work rate. It's the most important thing, and that's the biggest thing when it comes to defensive players. Especially someone, if you put a medium-high work rates in a CDM position, someone like Kante, with in a cut passing lanes instruction, they are a different class. You'll understand what I mean if you do use it. Another card we've gone with, another centre mid, a more affordable option. Well, Barella is free if you think about it, but I suppose you can say your time equates to money. But DePaul is actually another really, really good card. His team of the season card is exceptionally good for only 100k. I think a lot of these cards are really much steals. I mean, people are not playing the game as much. But he's got the 4-star skill moves as opposed to the weak foot in terms of Barella. But he's high-low, so you can leave him as a balanced play for him to go forward. You know, Barella can sit back, he can go forward. I think it's a fantastic duo in the set of it, playing a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, even a 3-5-2-1 as CDM's going forward. But yeah, I'll probably slap either a Shadow or Hunter on him. Now, this is the thing. If you put a Shadow on him, he's not going to get that good of defensive stats. So I'll just put a Hunter on him. Just get his finishing up as high as possible. But you need to get his sprint speed up. So I'll say put a Hunter on him, in my opinion. If you want to, you can put a Shadow on him if it's up to you. But a Hunter or a Shadow, I think he's a fantastic card. He's got the finesse shot trait as well. Everything you want from a centre mid. Now, to mix it up now, I'll be honest. I wanted to go with Neymar. I mean, I'll be honest. You think I didn't want to go with Neymar? I mean, I'll probably put Neymar in here now, but this is the first squad builder we're not going to put Neymar in. Just because everyone's fed up with me saying Neymar, even though he's, in my opinion, still top 3 cards in the game. Everyone keeps crying at me. Until team of the season Neymar comes out, he's not going out of my team, by the way. But just in light to mix things up, just to make things a bit different, we are going to go with, I think is... Octavio, we're going to go with him instead, just to mix things up. But I think he's another really, really good addition. I think with him, the benefit is that a lot of these cards, because they're in these odd leagues, have I spelled his name wrong? So like I said, a lot of these cards, because they're in these odd leagues, it just means that they're very, very cheap. So it's very, very easy to get their links together. And that's why I'd say, you know, just go ahead and buy these cards. I think, is it this one here? Yeah, it's this one here. Because these guys are so in these odd leagues, no one's really going to link together, you know, some of these cards. Where is this card? It's at the bottom here, isn't it? I was wondering why it wasn't on the top end. But yeah, because these cards are like basically in Liga NOS, no one's really going to get these cards. So they're very, very cheap. But he's Brazilian, 4-star, 4-star, high, 5'8". And look at those stats. Very liquid on the board. I'll probably put a finisher on him to get that finishing up. And then I'll get that agility balance up as well. So that's why I want to go with a finisher chemistry style. Just to get his balance up. 5'8" is already going to be liquid on the ball. Second striker as a cam, as a 2 striker. I think he's fantastic. Does lack the outside of foot shot trait. But nonetheless, a top tier card. You can't really go wrong with him. I think one of the best cards that you can get for price-wise. 4-star, 4-star as well. High. And can play left, mid, right, and make it play anywhere along that front line. Another card we've gone with is another addition that you probably know who I'm talking about. Is Rafa. I'm sure you all used him last year as a super sub. He's come back in the team again this year. I think he got nerfed, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure last year at 4-star, 4-star. If I'm not mistaken, but he does have a 4-star, 3-star now, which is not the best, but as a left mid, right mid, again, it's not the end of the world. You're rarely going to shoot the ball with your left wing and right wing, very rarely compared to your 2 strikers, depends what formation you play. But 5'8", high medium, sorry, top tier agility and balance, put a finisher or dead eye on him. That's it, you're sorted. There's no need, don't even need to dispute that after that. But you know, he's got the outside of foot shot trait as well, so although he does a 3-star weak foot, it kind of makes up for that. But he's going to be clinical on left mid, right mid. And if he does come inside, he does shoot on his outside of his foot, he's going to be fine anyway. You can see that these two are going to be absolute dribbling gods. And then you have a clunky-ish player, but a clinical finisher and a bit of everything. And then going to the defensive, we put Grimaldo in because he gives a link. He gives a link, of course, to Rafa, that we need the green link, of course, to get Rafa on chemistry. Because don't forget, if we put Grimaldo in, I think I got Grimaldo in my team season. He's actually not that bad. But you need to get Rafa on 7 chem, which I'll show you in a second. You got to do that. Now, the defense, you kind of have free roam. I've ended up going with just a traditional player, so a mix of fullbacks and centre backs. Because I know some of you guys like fullbacks. Some of you guys don't like fullback, so I kind of thought, you know what, let me just try to get a bit of both. So what I did is, first of all, let me get this Romero. I think it's Christian Romero. I just wanted to make sure it was the right name. So you're going with this guy just because, again, he's a bit of everything. He's got the pace, and I think for under 100k, I think he's got the agility and balance anyway. So I think he has to stay in the team. I think he gives a mix of like a fullback, but also a centre back. It's kind of like a mix of both worlds. So I think he's fantastic. He goes straight in. Goalkeeper, it doesn't really matter. I've gone with Donnarumma just because he's team of the season. But to be honest, most goalkeepers are going to be a trash par like De Gea and Van der Sar and a few other goalkeepers. Pope is still not as good as people make it out to be. But like Donnarumma, because he's got the stat boost, we've gone with him. And then we have gone with Bruno Perez. Now, Bruno Perez will be playing right back. He won't be playing in the centre. And I'll show you how this all translates in-game as well. Apologies for that. I'll show you how this all translates in-game as well, Bruno Perez. He'll be going in right back, so Cuadrado will be going in the central role. And I'm going to put the... I think that's the wrong Perez. No, we got the right one, yeah. So he's a centre back. So he's a right back, but he can play centre back if you want him to. Got a top tier agility and balance. 5'10", he's got the height, but he can definitely play in those roles. So how does this all transpire in the actual game? What does it really look like? Well, if we're going to talk about just solely in game, we're going to turn this over to the internet. To Footbin, as you can see, we basically get 800k. We max out on the cam. And what you want to do is you want to find out, okay, how can we get all these guys on cam? So you want to get a Brazilian guy. So you want 2 Brazilians and you want the Liga NOS manager. So Tuca Ferretti, and then we're going to go with Liga NOS like that. And then as you can see, Bruno Fernandes gets 7, so does Octavio, he gets 8, and Rafa gets 7. And there you go, a fantastic team for 800k. The price did hike up over because some of the new cars came in, I guess, because you're wondering. But it should go down to about 600k anyway. And how would it all look in game? Well, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, what I'll do is Ronaldo, in my opinion, goes striker, Barella over there, and I'll put Octavio in behind Ronaldo, and I'll play it like that. If you are going to play a 4-4-2, which I'm thinking is probably the best, 4-4-2 or the 3-5-2 will be the best in this formation. The exact same thing, just do a quick switch over there and put Octavio up front, and then you can do something like that. Ronaldo and Octavio, one guy a bit clunky. So like I have, where Octavio is, I have Neymar there, and I have Ronaldo in the same function. And then 3-5-2, I think where this team will really make a big difference. So Ronaldo in striker, Barella, De Paul on balanced, And then what I would do over here is I'll do, so it's kind of debatable now. You can put Grimaldo there if you really want to. It's kind of up to you. The second thing you can do is you can put Cuadrado there. I've done that, or you can put Perez. It's completely up to you. I'll just say I'll be honest, I would just say maybe put Cuadrado there because I've used them. But I think either one is completely fine. You're free room on that. And that's the way I'll line up in game. Maybe I'll put Rafa there instead of Bharati. But it's completely up to you. You can choose if you prefer to have Bharati. Then you can have him there. And that's how it look like in a 3-5-2. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Can't even speak. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.